hope our fans have a lot of energy and create a really, really great atmosphere. We've all wanted night SEC games here and have one, so I would really hope that we'd be able to sell the game out. Cal told me that's not sold out, so I think that would mean a lot to our players that they could be 7-1 and the stadium be sold out.
If you're a student at Ole Miss, if you're an alumni at Ole Miss, I want you to listen to Uncle KC very, very carefully. If you want your program to remain prominent, if you want your program to become a destination for highly recruited players, you better have your ass at Vaught Hemingway Stadium on Saturday night. I don't care if you have to ask mommy and daddy for money. I don't care if you have to trade a 12-pack of Natural Light for tickets. Outside of charging tickets on your credit card or kissing some bearded beauty, everything else is on the table. You better be sure that you and your friends have your asses in that stadium on Saturday night, because if you don't, you are losing Lane Kiffin. To be honest with you, this should not be a demand that Lane Kiffin has to make, especially publicly. Ole Miss is 7-1. They have a legitimate chance of ending the season 11-1. Once you get into the playoffs, anything can happen. For the first time in my lifetime, you have a championship contender on your campus, and you can't find the interest to attend games. You can't find the ambition to walk your lazy ass across campus and sit in the stadium? Take it from someone who has been there before. Take it from someone who has absolutely no regrets spending thousands of dollars following the Saints through their playoff runs in the Drew Brees years. When you're a fan of a team who is a consistent loser and your team is finally winning, you better take advantage of it, because you never know if this will ever happen again. And if you don't take advantage, I guarantee you, Lane Kiffin will not be your coach next season. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Link to the main channels in the description below. I know my friends in Mississippi do not want to hear this, but you're not exactly a destination. You're not exactly an appealing place to live, especially for people with options. New Orleans is a tourist destination. Alabama has beaches. Both Baton Rouge and Tuscaloosa have passionate fan bases that support their teams no matter what. With Mississippi, well, let's just say Mississippi isn't exactly an enticing place to live. So when you stumble upon someone like Lane Kiffin, when you stumble upon a coach that transforms your turd of a program into a beautiful blonde, you better be damn sure you're doing everything in your power to keep him. Unfortunately, students at Ole Miss, they have been doing the exact opposite. A couple of weeks ago, talked about Lane Kiffin criticizing lazy students at Ole Miss for refusing to show up to home games. It's not like he's asking you to travel hundreds of miles to show up on the road. Lane Kiffin is asking you to walk across campus and show up at home. You know how in personal relationships you're looking for red flags? You're looking for signs that tell you something ain't right? This is your sign. This is your red flag. This is Lane Kiffin telling you something ain't right. If Ole Miss was 1-7, I would understand students not showing up to games. If Ole Miss was winning national championships every year, I would understand students not showing up to 11 o'clock games against Citadel. During Nick Saban's final years at Alabama, He would often criticize students for not showing up when Alabama was playing wrinkled Ball State. I understood why the kids didn't want to wake up at 11 o'clock in the morning to watch Alabama smash wrinkled balls. But Ole Miss students don't have that luxury. Students at Ole Miss don't have that excuse. This program hasn't made it to a national championship game in my lifetime, much less actually winning one. Hell, I can't remember the last time Ole Miss was competing for the SEC championship. The only bowl they are guaranteed to make every season is the Egg Bowl. What is happening this season at Ole Miss? This is special. I know when you're young, I know when you're winning, you think it's just going to last forever, but trust me when I tell you, it doesn't. If you don't take advantage while you're winning, if you don't create those memories, you will regret it. I would tell you the same thing if Lane Kiffin didn't have other appealing options. And I'm damn sure telling you this right now because Lane Kiffin does. Both Florida and LSU are waiting for you to slip up. Florida and LSU are begging you to give Lane Kiffin a reason to leave. At both of those programs, Lane Kiffin won't have to beg people to show up. He won't have to worry about sellouts because the games will be sold out before the season. So you better be careful. You better have your ass at that stadium on Saturday night. I hope you don't embarrass Lane Kiffin on national television because if you do, you can kiss his ass goodbye. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys later on the main channel.